The Korean brand Hyundai making a statement. We are about to witness a big moment. Ioniq 6N, a sporty EV sedan debuting here at Goodwood. This is really kind of celebrating Hyundai moving in a new division.
Influence the work we do on N. So today we showcase N on our next WRC car.
The year 2025 is a special year for Hyundai N. The N brand celebrates its 10th anniversary, and it's also the 10th year of our Nürburgring Challenge. In 2025, we are aiming for our 10th finish, 5th TCR class win, and the Nürburgring debut of the N1 Cup car. Once again, we believe our passion will lead us to succeed.
We are here early in the morning to prepare the cars for the 24-hour race, where we had already 4 victories and facing the 5th victory this year in the 24 hours. We have prepared 3 cars for this event, including the new one which is making his debut, changing roll cage, fuel tank, all the other necessary equipment we need to do the 24-hour race here at the Nürburgring.
So the debrief is the most important meeting we have after the session, where the team principal, the engineers, the mechanics, the drivers all come together and exchange the information we collect from the practice sessions. It's my 7th time now with Hyundai here at the Nürburgring, and it's an absolute honor to drive with the car from the N technology. And the Landrat CXR is a great car, really fast. And it's an absolute honor to be part of this team.
So I'm a T4 paraplegic, so I can't use my legs. So Brian Herta Autosport and Hyundai have designed a full hand control system in partnership with Bosch. So I use a Bosch electronic braking system to produce brake pressure that I use by squeezing a ring with my hands.
이번 니르부르크링 24시에 참여해서 너무 기쁘고 팀과 함께 좋은 경험을 쌓고 갈 수 있어서 정말 좋은 기회라고 생각합니다.
The start is always something very special. Actually, for sure, you have to be concentrated on point, going actually from the beginning on flat out.
2025 running of the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, and it is a good getaway from the lights.
Yeah, for me it's the Coca-Cola corner because it's a lot of banking and very bumpy. So in that area you have to control your speed and also your racing line. If you have some mistake, for sure you will lose a lot of time in that corner.
Okay, I mean for these sections you have to be well prepared. That means also the car has to fit to your driving style.
It's an endurance race, one of the toughest ones in the year. So the team has to manage all the fuel strategy, tire strategy, also the strategy of the race with the drivers, like performance side of the car.
To race with so many cars on the track is a question of respect. We have slower cars, we have faster cars, so you need sometimes to give away, sometimes you take away. We use the indicators to help each other.
Normally in the sprint races we are more focused in everything about vehicle dynamics in the maximum performance, but here the priority is to achieve a good performance with a car that is very reliable, because otherwise it's not possible to finish the race.
So for brake changes and small mechanical issues, the team can repair the car in the pit lane. But for bigger crashes or major issues, the car has to be brought paddock side and it can be replaced.
And it doesn't get hit by Daniel and Gazette.
Absolutely does. It's the 831. It is the 831 second place car.
So unfortunate for the team. We're in a code 60 and I did not expect him to go for such a small gap on the left. And I was unable to continue after that because all the damage that it caused.
Yeah, code 60 is a special thing here at the Nürburgring. That means we have no safety car and you have to drive 60k until you reach the green flag, and from the green flag on you are allowed to accelerate again.
Even after 24 hours of wheel-to-wheel battling, it can come down to mere seconds at the end.
Since 2016, after we finalized the first Nürburgring 24 Hours race, a lot has changed over the past 10 years. In Korea, junior driver programs have opened the door to more racers, and now, thanks to the growing familiarity with N1 and TCR cars in China and the US, drivers from around the world can take on the 24 Hours race challenge. The result wasn't achieved overnight. Through countless rounds of car development, testing, and real-world racing, we identified issues, improved them, and ultimately built a near-perfect winning machine and the team behind it. And N has proven its technology and endurance by entering actual production models in the 24 Hours race. Once again, we've proven that value this year. We will keep challenging, and we will succeed again.
gentlemen, welcome to the N-Day 2025 here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. My name is Becky Evans and I'm delighted to be your host today. Now, whether you're a lifelong car enthusiast like myself, a thrill seeker, or somebody who simply believes that cars are more than machines, we welcome you. Today, you will be the first to see the all-new Ioniq 6N. Not only that, you will also witness a commitment towards the future of driving by Hyundai N. So to walk us through the journey N has taken over the past 10 years and where it's heading, please welcome the head of N Management Group, June Park.
Wow, excited. Thanks, Becky. Hello, everyone. My name is June Park with the capital letter N here. 2025 is a very special year for us as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Hyundai N. It was an honor for me to start N at the very beginning, eyewitnessing its growth with better cars, stronger race results, and passionate fans. Let me begin with my most cherished memory of N. This is our first 100 fans and their brand new i30N first edition at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Nürburgring is our second home, a place where we dedicate our brand N. N was launched in 2015 with the N 2025 Vision Gran Turismo, which envisioned a sustainable high-performance future powered by hydrogen fuel cells. In 2016, our prototype 2.0 turbo engine was raced at the Nürburgring 24 Hours race as a part of its development program. Since then, we developed N with the three pillars: corner rascal, race capability, and everyday sports car. And a year later, the i30N finally arrived as our first production model. This was the moment that we celebrate together with our first 100 fans. In 2018, we expanded globally with the launch of Veloster N and i30 Fastback N. In 2019, our first WRC Manufacturer Championship was achieved alongside our winning form in WTCR a year earlier. COVID could not contain our growth with the new i20N and electric motorsports with the Veloster N eTCR. By 2021, our lineup had expanded to 6 different models with the launch of Kona N and famous Elantra N. 2022 marked the acceleration of our electrification strategy with the debut of RN22E, which is a rolling lap for Ioniq 5N and Ioniq 6N, and the iconic N-Vision 74 behind. The groundbreaking Ioniq 5N was launched here at Goodwood Festival of Speed in 2023 and set the new standard of high-performance electric vehicle. In 2024, we announced the RN24, an experimental rolling lap combining our decade-long WRC experience combined with our award-winning Ioniq 5N to show the future of electric N. As we cross the finish line of our first decade, some might ask, are we at the finish line? Instead, now we find ourselves at the starting line again. Hyundai N is a brand designed and engineered to showcase Hyundai's most advanced technologies. In a world where speed and horsepower has become commonplace, our performance vision is simply defined by fun to drive. And it all starts in motorsports, connected to our Rolling Lap project. We compete against the toughest competition and achieved multiple championships in both WRC and TCR World Tour. We also achieved our 5th consecutive TCR victory at the Nürburgring 24 Hours race last month. The unique sound and e-shifting in the Ioniq 5N, also Ioniq 6N, is an example of new ideas we experiment through our rolling lap development. winning motorsports DNA not only results in better end models, but it also improves the overall Hyundai DNA. This is why N exists. Our future lineup will preserve the ethos of Hyundai N and expand the choices for future fans. That means our future is not only limited to EVs, but we will pursue internal combustion and hybrid powertrains, as well as the fully electric powertrains. N is created for all of you here, the enthusiast drivers around the world. Your enthusiasm powers our brand. For the next presentation, let me introduce Executive Vice President of Global Operations Division, Mr. Young Lee.
Thank you, Jun. It's a great honor to be here today in front of so many enthusiastic fans. It was our first Festival of Speed in 2023, and a special moment for our first high-performance EV and big boost for future event. Thanks to the Goodwood Festival of Speed, we able to build an early momentum, and i95N achieved massive success from the media review and awarded 2024 World Performance Car. Motorsport is the core of N, and there was no exception for our first EV. i95N EN One Cup car is based on the production car's high capabilities. This allows us to race using the same battery, motor, and cooling system from our production car. We enter the famous Pikes Peak International Hill Climb with Ioniq 5 and TA spec and achieve a class win. The RN24 rolling lap combine our real experience of a World Rally Championship with the Ioniq 5N. And this research points to the future of a lighter, more agile, and exciting to drive EVs. And finally, today, here we are confident to unleash full potential of the Ioniq 6N. However, before we share our story of Ioniq 6N, please welcome very special guest, His Grace Duke of Richmond.
Your Grace, we would like to thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. Now, when we speak to the N brand, they stressed how important 2023's Festival of Speed was for the brand and the success of their first EV. And we would be honored if you could offer us a few words of encouragement.
Well, 2023 was the very first time we hosted Hyundai N at Goodwood, and we were delighted to play a part in their story of really pushing the boundaries of electric high-performance technology in recent years. And it was a big high point for the Festival of Speed. And at Goodwood, as you all know, we very much celebrate the past, present, and the future. We're also very eager to see how new technologies expand the joy of mobility, which is, of course, why we're all here and why we love what we do. The whole driving experience, man and machine, is really important to what we do at Goodwood and to our future. It's something we all want to hold on to, and that is exactly what we are celebrating here today. And in that sense, Hyundai N has and continues to be a perfect fit for the Goodwood Festival of Speed and all that happens here on the estate. We're delighted that they have once again chosen Goodwood to showcase their spectacular new vehicle, and we all much look forward to seeing its dynamic debut here on Goodwood's famous hill.
Thank you, Your Grace, for your kind encouragement and for hosting such a meaningful event for car enthusiasts.
Yes, thank you, Your Grace. We truly appreciate the opportunity to be part of this special occasion. Now, may I kindly ask yourself and Mr. Lee to sit at the designated spots as we approach the moment we've all been waiting for. Thank you. And now, let's welcome the all-new Ioniq 6N. Please give a big round of applause for young Lee and the Duke of Richmond. Okay, next to tell us about the Ioniq 6N's stunning design, it is my great pleasure to welcome to the stage the head of Hyundai Design Europe, Eduardo Ramirez.
Thank you, Becky. Thank you. What a fantastic place to be. Every time we come to Goodwood, the feeling is electric. The sound, the energy, the shared passion. It never loses its magic. As a designer and car enthusiast, there is nothing more exciting than sharing a car like this with those who truly feel the thrill. Because that's why we design in the first place, to create something that connects with people. And that's exactly how we work at Hyundai, with a deep commitment to customer-centric design that understands our customers' needs and aspirations, and to enrich their lives with meaningful and emotional design solutions. We begin by studying their lifestyles, their values, and even their unspoken needs, a foundation that enables us to create a broad bandwidth in design, from the small and playful Inster, full of character, to the large and confident Palisade. Each was designed to fit to a different lifestyle, but they all have one thing in common. They begin with the customer. And for this car, something more than just a machine, we began with a very special group, the enthusiasts, the passionate fans who never just drive, the ones who look for emotion in every turn, connection in every detail, and joy in every drive. 2 years ago, RN22E Rolling Lab stood here at Goodwood after its global debut in 2022. A true rolling lab and a clear statement of intent created by the bold passion and vision of our engineers and designers. And just a few months ago in Seoul, we revealed the new Ioniq 6 and Ioniq 6N line, shaped by motion itself and defined by the sleek and streamlined silhouette. But we had one more thing waiting in the shadows, a glimpse of what was coming next, something every designer has dreamed of. Yeah. And today we finally complete the story with this long-awaited icon. The all-new Ioniq 6N stands out right away with its wide body and extended fenders, giving it a muscular, planted stance. From the side, the short front overhang gives the car an agile profile, while the longer rear adds tension and power. And thanks to its extended wheelbase, the proportions appear more dynamic, showing its readiness for the race. This powerful presence is further accentuated by the new color, Performance Blue Pearl. It carries forward the iconic identity of the original Performance Blue, and it's now enriched with a white pearl clear coat, revealing a deeper and more premium expression of high performance. At the front, it wears a distinctive N mask, framed by the winglets and the luminous orange accent line that traces the edge of the front splitter and wraps around the entire body, highlighting its aggressive, race-ready stance. At the back, the rear wing commands attention, a bold statement that speaks pure performance. And beneath it, the flash 2D pixel lighting stretches across the rear to distinguish it as an Ioniq. But it's not just about the looks. Every single detail was designed for performance. The active air flap and the front splitter optimize drag and aero balance. The air curtains guide the airflow around the bumper and wheels, while the forged 20-inch lightweight aero wheels help reduce turbulence. The rear wing generates significant downforce, working together with the rear undercover and diffuser that manage airflow and enhance high-speed stability. And together, all these details speak the unmistakable language of N. And the story continues inside, because the all-new Ioniq 6N is a car that makes your heart race the moment you see it, and even more so once you are behind the wheel. It's a performance sanctuary built with true motorsport energy. Bucket seats for support, Alcantara surfaces, checkered graphics to reinforce its racing spirit. It's a space designed to sharpen driving instincts and bring the driver into perfect alignment with the car. The all-new Ioniq 6N is the result of our designers and engineers' relentless passion, obsession, and love for performance. A car built for those who never just drive. Thank you for being part of this moment, and we hope you feel the same excitement as we did bringing this car to life. Now, please welcome Head of Vehicle Design Tech Unit, Mr. Manfred Harrer.
Good afternoon, well, welcome. I like to focus more a little bit on the technical side of the high-performance car. And when we talk about the Ioniq 6N, we talk about 5 dimensions we developed and optimized for this great car. High-power electric drive motors at front and rear. Performance battery with a state-of-the-art cooling system. A performance-oriented mechanical chassis, mechatronic control systems, and don't forget the immersive driver experience. Before we dive into the chassis engineering, I'd like to begin with the power electrification system. Please welcome Dong-Hee Han, Head of Electrified Propulsion Development Tech Unit.
So thank you, Manfred. Hello, it is truly an honor to be here today, where we unleash the technology of the new Ioniq 6N in full display. Let's go straight into the headline figures. Ioniq 6N is basically the quickest and highest performing EV Hyundai has ever made. But as any Hyundai N cars, there is a story beyond the numbers. Many people like to say that motor is already well understood, quite mature technology, and no room for innovation. Let's look into whether this is actually true. For the Ioniq 6N application, we definitely focused to improve the motor and battery derating. It was partly achieved by enhancing the magnet properties and also the cooling of the system, but the core of the derating point is to improve the efficiency of the motor system at high-speed track driving conditions. let's talk about what differentiates Hyundai's motor system in this respect. The operation of a motor is all about generating a smoothly rotating magnetic field using alternating current AC. Inverters normally do this job. Contrary to normal inverters, which use one set of switching devices consisting of 6 switches, we actually use 2. One set with highly efficient silicon carbide switches, and the other set with normal silicon IGBT switches. In addition to this, we have a special mode-changing switches as well. You could see that we have a unique and specially designed power module inside our inverter, fully dedicated for this purpose. When the switches are closed, the AC generated in the main silicon carbide inverter actually drives the motor. This connection forms high inductance, and also with more efficient silicon carbide switches, we can achieve high efficiency, especially in low speed, normal driving conditions under 160 kilowatt range. In the meantime, when the switches are open, both inverter sets are activated, and the resulting voltage differences between these two ACs actually drives the motor. And in this way, we could expose the inductors of the motor into a lower current and improve the power and efficiency in high-speed track driving conditions. So we could imagine that it is acting very similarly as a conventional transmission, but operated by electrical switches rather than the mechanical devices, and therefore it acts seamlessly and literally lightning fast, and also makes the system super efficient in the track driving. And believe me, in high performance, efficiency actually means power. With that, let's shift gears and explore our battery thermal management, which play a critical role in battery temperature conditioning. We've optimized the power of the battery heating and cooling, and this helps the battery to reach the optimized temperatures for the high performance driving more promptly. These are only a small portion of the story that our engineers have created. But for the complete story, we hope that you could experience the car yourself. With that, I'd like to ask Manfred for the more exciting remaining stories for IONIQ 6N. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Dongi, for your insightful look in the power electrification system, very deep. I would like to direct you now your attention to the chassis. And this is a crucial improvement in the IONIQ 6N. We developed new, stiffer wheel carrier and lowered the roll center height. With the help of higher spring rates and damping coefficient, we are controlling the roll of the vehicle significantly and improve the mechanical grip of the new performance tires. The wheel carrier has also optimized caster trail to improve the steering feel and the steering feedback, especially at the handling limit. The control system I want to highlight consists of in-house developed four-wheel drive system in combination with our torque vectoring at the rear. The system ensures outstanding traction and driving agility and is calibrated for predictable and easy to control vehicle. In the end, the system elevates traction, agility and stability. And here is now an overview about our unique N features which we implement in the car. First is the N Active Sound Plus, a new sound concept inspired by the N Motorsport. We improved hereby the sound characteristics along with upgraded audio processor and speakers. Sounds good, huh? So, the N eShift, inspired by a race transmission, our unique shift feature simulates now shorter gear ratio at lower speed, delivering more shifts and more fun. So I like it. The N ambient shift light indicates the right moment to shift with the steering pedal in a manual drive mode, and our N drift optimizer makes the car highly adjustable with individual control of drift initiation, slip angle, wheel spin for better controllability to meet every driver's preference. And finally, the N-Track Manager. Improves your driving skills based on recorded and processed driving data. And we also have a real-time ghost car for you, visualize for you, and you can compete with. With all the feedback we received from your fans, from the customers, ideas coming from our passionate engineers, we improved each single further, and hereby we kept always in mind N stands for fun to drive. And for the final session, let's bring June back to the stage.
Thank you, Jan, and thank you, Eduardo, Manfred, and Dongyi for the great and passionate presentation. As we have mentioned before, our message is crystal clear to all enthusiasts around the world and here. That is, we hear you. That's why we've been working non-stop to improve Ioniq 5N with upgradable N performance parts. Today, we are ready to unveil our new lineup of N performance part for the Ioniq 6N. I'm sure you must be wondering what's under this veil all this time, right?
Gravity, inertia, resistance. We push against constant forces, over the edge, into the unknown. Performance.
It's the same Ioniq 6N, but different taste, right? If somebody wants to have a little bit more gentle and sophisticated one, this is the choice. And if somebody like me, a little bit wild and fun side, maybe the choice is here, right? The new N performance parts will be available at launch. These special carbon fiber parts were developed with the track days in mind. And performance parts for Ioniq 6N will allow customers to tap into Hyundai N's motorsports legacy, from one-make race to Pikes Peak hill climb. Customers are choosing N for their first electric race car. We will expand further with the Ioniq 6N, beginning with the new Ioniq 6N drift spec that will be run on the hill climb today with the drift motion. This kind of driving needs a lot of energy, so we are setting up N fast chargers in key and strategic locations. The first charger at Inje Speedium in South Korea is up and running, while the new charger will open at the Nürburgring Nordschleife this year for the fans who are enjoying tourist drive. Today's launch marks an exciting step forward, and we are thrilled to see where high-performance EV technology will take us next. Our journey will not be defined by headline-grabbing numbers, but by demonstrating how fun an electric car driving experience can possibly be. Thank you so much for your attention today. I'm very excited that I'm going to see these two cars and all the N models are up and running on the hill climb. Thank you so much, and never just drive.
Für mehr Videos einfach abonnieren.